Notary Public John is involved in the following situation. 1. John knowingly notarizes a forged deed conveying a real property located in New York State. 2. He is aware that the person appearing before him is not the actual owner but proceeds anyway. 3. John includes all required details in the certificate of acknowledgement. 4. The actual owner suffers damages as a result of the fraudulent conveyance. According to the New York State laws provided, which of John's actions make him liable for damages under Section 330? Well, let's have a look at that Section 330 found in the Notary Public License Law booklet entitled Officers Guilty of Malfeasance Liable for Damages, and it states, an officer authorized to take the acknowledgement or proof of a conveyance or other instrument, or to certify such proof or acknowledgement, or to record the same, who is guilty of malfeasance or fraudulent practice in the execution of any duty prescribed by law in relation thereto, is liable in damages to the person injured. So let's have a look at all four of these statements and determine which of these statements, if any, makes John liable for damages under Section 330. Statement 1, John knowingly notarizes a forged deed conveying real property located in New York State. Well, this is certainly a fraudulent practice, and therefore Statement 1 indeed makes John liable for damages, and we can put a check mark next to number 1. Number 2, he is aware that the person appearing before him is not the actual owner but proceeds anyway. This as well is a fraudulent practice because John has to have satisfactory evidence of the identity of the person, and here he knows the person is not the owner but proceeds anyway, so therefore we can put a check mark next to number 2. Number 3 states, John includes all required details in the certificate of acknowledgement. Now this one is a bit tricky because at first glance it seems like it's what John should be doing, right? That's what a notary public does, is include all the details. However, John is doing this in order to perpetuate the fraud because he knows that the deed is forged and that the person appearing before him is not the actual owner. So therefore, including all the details actually implicates John rather than being something that John should be doing, and therefore 3 as well we can put a check mark next to. And finally, Statement 4, the actual owner suffers damages as a result of the fraudulent conveyance. Well, this as well, the fact that the owner suffered actual damages makes the owner that much more entitled to obtain damages from John as a result of his actions, and therefore we can put a check mark next to number 4 as well. So with this in mind, let's have a look at the 4 choices to determine the solution. Choice A states actions 1 and 2 only. This is incorrect. We've got all 4 actions contributing to the damages, and therefore we can strike out choice A. Choice B states actions 2 and 3 only. Same thing as above. It's actually all 4 actions, and we can put an X next to B as not the solution. Choice C states actions 1 and 3 only. As well, this is incorrect because it's all 4 actions, and therefore choice C is not our solution, which leaves by process of elimination choice D, but let's have a look. Choice D states actions 1, 2, 3, and 4. Well, this is correct based on how I went through the list above and put check marks next to all 4 actions, and therefore choice D, actions 1, 2, 3, and 4 is the correct solution.